Hey everyone, welcome to Break It Yourself. Today we're going to be comparing two Breeo fire pits, the X Series versus the Y Series. Now it's that time of year, at least in the South, for us to start using our fire pits. Some of you up north, y'all might have been using them for a while. But if you're new to Breeo, let me give you a little rundown of Breeo. So a few years ago, I did a comparison of Solo Stove versus the Breeo. I'm a big fan of Breeo. It's made in the USA. It's high quality. They're heavier than Solo Stove. You can check out, I've done a few videos comparing Solo Stove to Breeo, and today we're going to focus on Breeo, specifically on their X Series versus their new Y Series. Now the Y Series is billed as a more portable option. It has a built-in handle, it has legs, it has adjustable height, and one of the biggest things is that they claim that it is deck safe. The X Series is definitely not deck safe without putting some pavers underneath it, buying Breeo's stand for it, or buying a third-party stand like from Amistad Grill Co. That might be a deal breaker for some of you out there because it's just gonna increase the cost of the X Series versus the Y Series. But before you just say, oh, well then I definitely need to go with the Y Series over the X, there's still a lot more to talk about here, some things that you might be surprised to learn. So the Y Series comes in at about 31 pounds, definitely much more portable than the X Series. So if you're gonna put something down and not care about moving it, then your X Series that starts at about 47 pounds, probably gonna be the way to go, potentially. And then if you're gonna be moving it around a lot, then maybe consider the Y Series because it is lighter and has that handle for built-in portability. Also, the Y Series only comes in one size. The X Series, they have the 19, the 24, and the 30 as well. So the Y Series, more comparable to the X19, that's about the same size, and they share accessories. The Y Series is only gonna come in one metal finish. Currently, they only make it in stainless. The X Series, you're gonna be able to get it in that Core 10 steel, which kind of has that rust amber look to it, or you can also get stainless as well. Hey, real quick, before we go any further, if you're enjoying this video and it's helping you out, please consider giving me a big thumbs up. It really helps out the video and the channel. The YouTube algorithm absolutely loves it. Let's talk airflow for a second. The X Series is gonna have more airflow just by nature because the bottom vent is an X, so it's gonna have more airflow than the Y itself. And I'll overlay some B-roll here so you can see what I'm talking about. Not a huge deal. Y Series does fine, X Series does fine. I am a big fan of the tri-fuel availability of both of these versus something like the Solo Stoves. They both could do pellets, they also can do charcoal, and they can do wood as well. So far, it seems like the only thing that's gonna steer you one way or the other is gonna be the portability. Now, by far, the biggest difference between the X Series and the Y Series is gonna be radiant heat. The Y Series has a built-in heat deflector, and its radiant heat is much more on par with that of the Solo Stove. The X Series has one piece of steel between the screaming hot fire and whatever's underneath it. I've noticed, and I can overlay some B-roll here showing you the temperature differences between the two, but the X Series puts out way more radiant heat. And I don't think it's actually from around the side. I think it's coming out of the bottom, out and around. So that X Series, that bottom gets screaming hot. So you can look at the difference. The bottom underneath the X Series can get 5, 6, sometimes 700 degrees Fahrenheit. The Y Series, I was topping out at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and really it was kind of hovering between 150 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit mostly. That X Series, the bottom underneath that X Series is gonna get way hotter. You can envision maybe using that to your advantage, depending on the type of ground that you're actually on. But you know, if you got your feet up nice and close to that thing, it could warm your feet, and it just gives off a little bit more radiant heat. Now, that's not to say the Y Series doesn't give off any heat. I'm just saying that the X Series gives off much more heat, in my opinion, and that is subjectively and objectively. Like me and my wife both getting close to them, we're like, wow, this is way more heat from the X Series than the Y Series. And then we actually got temperature probes and tested it, and the X Series, absolutely, the sides get hotter and the bottom gets way hotter on the X Series. That could be a pro and a con, which is why the Y Series is deck safe and the X Series is not. So keep that in mind when you're trying to make your decision. Portability wise, I think it's clear, Y Series. If you're going for leaving it in place, maybe it's not going on a deck, or you just want more radiant heat and you're willing to get a heat deflector for it, I think the X Series is definitely the way to go. I put this video together because I was astonished at the difference in the radiant heat between the two, and I wanted to let you guys know. Also, one other thing about the X Series that I will say is that you can build the X Series in, like I've done over on my patio here. You can actually build a stone surround, you can get the insert ring, and you can kind of build it up from there. So I've done that with my X24 and it looks really sharp. The Y Series is more for like taking around, tailgating, camping, something like that. And I also love that it's just deck safe. I've found myself searing quite a bit on the Y Series. I dump some pellets in, light them up, and get my outpost grill down nice and low. And sometimes I put a cast iron on there as well, throw some steaks in it, and it's absolutely awesome. But radiant heat, big difference between the X Series and the Y Series.